Hey there. Primal Punch here. I want to talk a little bit about the sins of the father. The idea of the sins of the father. I've been thinking about all kinds of stuff lately, you know. There's different things rattling around in my head, and thoughts and ideas, and it occurred to me that the sins of the father isn't just some kind of abstract religious idea or what have you. It's an actual truth. Head shrinkers call it a cycle of violence, or this or that or the other. And it has to do with personality traits passed on, maybe genetic predispositions, because not everybody with the genetic predisposition towards violence is a violent person, or prone to senseless violence, I should say. You know, we all have a capacity for violence, but it doesn't have to be senseless. We don't necessarily just go off, you know, like one of them gorillas, man, where they start like doing that thing, you know, and the next thing you know, they're just whoa, just going off, right? We don't have to do that, but sometimes it seems like on top of that predisposition, maybe certain things will happen to a person to cause them to break, or to, what's the word, to give in, or even it's a catalyst for awakening this side of them. These kind of people, we've got bullies and child abusers, rapists, animal abusers, these people that, for me, it boils down to the same thing. They prey on anything smaller and weaker than them because they have just a twist, something nibbling away in their skull, you know, some little insect that's just gnawing around in there, and it just makes them a twist. It makes them sick. They're just wrong, just off. Why? I wonder why. I think that part of it is the sins of the father. This idea, you know. I think that we have to choose. We have to choose who we are. We can't allow that choice to be made. You know, once we get older, we're able to say, this is right and this is wrong. And I choose not to do what I consider wrong. My standards, my ethic, my standards of morals, my behavior is going to be my choice. I'm responsible for what I do. What do you think? You know? Do you think that people actually, this friggin' I'm sorry, I just had a bad day, or, you know, this or that, sometimes I just can't control myself. It's not a valid excuse. It's not a valid excuse. I exert an iron discipline over my life. I do this because I choose to not be responsible for the sins of my father. I choose to not be responsible for anyone else's BS. And I'm not going to blame someone else for my stuff. I get to choose. So, I'd like to say, again, be who you are. Listen to yourself. Don't let those learned behaviors take over who you really are. Don't let it. Think. Think before you act. Think before you speak. And just be hard. You gotta be hard. You gotta be hard against all these things. You gotta armor yourself against the things that'll make you into a person who you are not. So, I'm glad you came. Punch hard.